Why TBC? What's the deal? Now I've done a prospect watch video on Arnold Gjergjaj. 31 years old, 29-0, 21 knockouts. Fights out of Switzerland. Pretty much have had all his fights in Switzerland except one fight that was outside of Switzerland. In my opinion, his best win is against Denis Bogtov. Some of you Anthony Joshua fans may know Denis Bogtov. Say, oh, Joshua cleared him out in 2 rounds. But and he did get beaten, I think 5 or 6 rounds by Manuel Char. But Bogtov is a very hard guy to defeat. He is a solid, compact guy that likes to come forward and throw hooks and uppercuts and right hands. He's beat Danny Williams. He pushed Glaskov and Ustinov the full durations of their fight. So, but to me, that's Arnold Gjergjaj's best win. Okay, now I think that he should probably come over to the USA or the UK because I don't think nobody's going over to Switzerland to fight him. I know he was scheduled to fight Derek Chisora some years ago, man. I want to say 2013, and then that fight fell through, but that would have been his best opponent had he took that fight. And then the last year or so here, he was one of the guys that was mentioned that turned down a fight with Joseph Parker out in New Zealand. So I want to see, Arnold Gjergjaj either come to the US or go to the UK because nobody's going to Switzerland to fight him. And, this is his 7th calendar year as a pro. Usually guys that around, they get to that 5, 6 year, 7 year mark, they've had world title shots by then. And he's beat a lot of journeymen. And he looks good in those fights. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Adnan Rozovic was a good fight that's on YouTube. Crushing 9th round knockout, man. But he's looked decent in his fights. The Marino Goles fight that just happened, not really much of a fight. Went 1 round. Wasn't really much of a fight. So hopefully 2016 is a year where he has to get a big fight. He cannot go this year without a big fight. He's going to have to get one. And if he has to travel, damn it, that's just what he's going to have to do. I mean, if a guy like Fred Cassie, and no disrespect to Fred Cassie, but if he's able to get on PBC, guys like Curtis Harper are able to get on PBC, I'm pretty sure, Gjergjaj's management should be able to finagle him a fight on a PBC card or a undercard of a Showtime Extreme or something, man. You got to get notice. A Box Nation somewhere in the UK, something's going to have to happen because just staying in Switzerland, nobody's going to go over there to fight you. Now he does have a decent fan base when he's out in Switzerland because of the fights I watched on YouTube. I believe when he fights at that venue called the St. Jacob Hall is where they love him out there. And that's great for him. But come over to the US, go to the UK, and even if you do lose, you can always go back to Switzerland. But looking at his rating on BoxRec, and he's been in the top 30 for a while now. You look at the guys that are rated around him, all these guys have had, a good step up fight. He's rated number 30. Number 29, you have Gerald Washington. He's fought Amir Mansour. He was scheduled to fight Oscar Rivas. That fight fell through. 28's Arthur Spilka. He's fought Deontay Wilder, Brian Jennings. 27 is Brian Jennings. He's fought Ortiz and Klitschko. And then if you go and look at the guy that's rated number 31, Andrew Ruiz Jr., he needs to step up and fight. Hell, Gjergjaj versus Ruiz Jr. would be a good fight. Both of these dudes both need to step up. And then number 32, you have Robert Helenius, who's getting ready to fight Johan Duhaupas. He's also been in there with Derek Chisora. Number 33, Marius Wack, fought Povetkin and Klitschko. I mean, you get where I'm going with this. So, hell, him and Andy Ruiz should fight if you want to be logical about this, But I want to see him step up, man, and get some type of fight because usually a guy 29-0 and you haven't been in there with anybody of note, really. It kind of makes you question a little bit just, where is he exactly in his career? Now, he's been in some Klitschko camps. He has the size, 6'6", 240 pounds. He has quick hands for a big guy. Not the fastest hands, but he has quick hands, pretty nimble on his feet, can take a punch, and he makes for entertaining fights. So I don't get why he hasn't, got a fight or has anything set up yet. Come to the USA or go to the UK, man. That's my management advice for his career. YTBC, I'm out.